I don't really care too much about the outside critics. I know what I could do in the ring, and that's the only thing that matters, honestly, is that I go out, give it my all, and perform. And most likely, 9 times out of 10 when I do that.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter, hell of an IQ, great punching power. Good speed, and really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will.
I take that compliment very well, and it lets me know that he is 100% focused, and that he gonna bring his A game. You know, that's what's all a part of this. Is gonna make it a great fight. That's what a lot of people are missing. That's what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't get. So that's the thing right there. Like he's attentive, he's aware, and he know that, and that's part of the, you know, that's what got.
The rematch boxing fans didn't know they needed is turning into one of the most personal rivalries in recent memory. Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are on a collision course again, and this time the gloves are coming off well before fight night.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the stare down and a few words exchanged. The last...
that Roach may be the most skillful fighter you have fought in your career. Do you agree with that assessment, and how would you rate Roach's skills?
I agree. I totally agree. He got good skills. That's why he's here. You know what I mean?
And when I do show up, I show out for sure. That belt coming out. Hopefully he bring his too with that belt coming out. You know, I'd like to thank Al Heyman, PBC, Tom Brown, and I'd like to thank Tank himself. You know what I'm saying? He cash cow, head honcho, gave me the opportunity.
Davis, we gonna see. He's gonna let you know. There are a few things on the table, so we'll see what happens. In your opinion, does Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson ever happen? Of course. Why not? Why not? That's the fight the world wants.
Their last bout ended in a controversial draw, with fans and analysts divided. Some say Roach was robbed. Others say Davis had an off night. One thing they agree on, a rematch is essential.
Do you go into a press conference like, I'm trying to make a movie or I'm trying to match energy? Like, what's your approach to a press conference?
Shit, I be chilling. Like, how we all right now, you hear me? Like, yeah. I be in my element. 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about the fight and what I'm gonna do, but I
rule the weekend. I rule the weekend for sure. He just doing what you have to do, trying to psych yourself out for the fight and things like that, but come off the fridge, it's all about skill versus skill, and who had the better skill that night is gonna be the victorious.
Great talent, you know, fighting on the card Saturday night. So I just want to be here and give it my all. You know, I'm grateful and happy to be a part of this event and be able to be at this level in my career. So I want to just say thank y'all for coming out.
Do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room.
At the press conference, things went south fast. Trash talk flew, tempers flared, and Davis ended up headbutting Roach during the face-off, sending shockwaves across the boxing world.
You know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. Just he ran into a guy that...
When you lock up, is he
he's
strong?
Too small.
Tell that man too small, bro. Y'all in the same weight class.
I mean, that's a new weight class for me. A new weight class for me.
That's what I'm saying. That night y'all was in the same weight class.
And you still feel like he too small?
He was too small.
Dang.
I'm just calling a spade. No disrespect, no nothing. He was just too small. I've been in there with some big guys.
Tank want a rematch. Do you let me know now? Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay.
I love for it to be in.
Roach stood his ground and doubled down. He said the rematch won't be left to judges or luck. I'm taking him out, no questions asked, Roach warned, but Davis isn't backing down either.
I happen to be a boxing fan, that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
In a long time when Tank first started, his body was that defined. You saw his body.
Skillful fighter. Your fighters from the area. In that DMV area, there's a lot of talent, and nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. So I knew it was gonna be a hard fight. This been going on forever. We all help each other. They know our strengths, they know our secrets, we know theirs, and vice versa. So that is what made him fight. Well, I knew he would be hungry. I knew he was gonna fight extremely hard. I told you earlier, Lamont Roach was ever a cheap date, so we knew that going into this fight. I thought there were opportunities when we were inside. We should have took advantage of a few things on the inside, but for the most part, this was a fight based on strategy. This was a fight.
He admitted the first fight wasn't his best, and now he's locked in. This time, he said, I'm not just fighting Roach. I'm fighting every doubt anyone's had about me.
Going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that, but it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need, what is it called? Yeah. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring?
Overall, being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about
The rematch is reportedly set for August 16th in Las Vegas, but Roach recently hinted that Davis hasn't finalized the paperwork. Is Team Davis hesitating or just playing mind games?
Fight, you know what I mean? Lamont coming with his best, I'm coming with my best, and you know, right here is the top of the DMV.
How's Tank doing right now?
He's doing great, man. It's just another fight. We get prepared for it, and I'm sure they're doing the same thing.
Absolutely. And now you both going to be in the corners. Calvin Ford going to be there. I know he's here right now with us.
Yes,
but
yes.
Okay. Definitely. I just wanted to clarify that. Do you think that Lamont lit the fire inside of Tank in the rematch? A lot of people said that, you know, it was a close fight. You know, the knee, all these things, these situations. What do you think about that?
It's boxing. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's part of the future. You know.
All right. How many more fights you think Tank has in him? You know, does he have that desire in him to continue to go?
You know, it's totally up to Tank. You know, or whatever he decide to do, I always say I support him or any other fighter. If he want to wake up tomorrow and say I'm done, he's done.
Definitely.
You know, everybody has their path and their distance. You know.
Absolutely, but you know him more better than a lot of people. So you know, what do you think his mentality is, his attitude? You know him since he was young. So what do you think? he'll continue to keep going?
You know, it's hard to say, man. I mean,
One day he'll wake up?
He do love the sport, you know.
Oh,
but,
okay.
You know, sometimes you got to stand on 10, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
For whatever the reason might be, but he loved the sport, and he don't fear nobody, anything like that, you know.
Do you think he'll try to go for the knockout, you know, to cement it and to shut everybody up and say, listen, this fight wasn't close, you know, Lamont wasn't on my level? Do you think he'll...
With the fight's legacy, revenge, and pride on the line, this isn't just a rematch, it's a reckoning. Hit that subscribe button because this story is far from over.